This is World Chase Tag.
Be an opening point. It might well be. The last ditch just gets the tag.
Just showing that the GNF have got what it takes.
My name is Jake Migliorato. Our team is made up of a lot of different personalities. Davis, the loudmouth hotshot guy that you normally think of.
I have a background in track and field, sprinting mostly. Most of my parkour competitions have been speed competitions, so sprinting and like breaking away really fast is definitely my best thing. Recently, I've gotten a bit more confident on the high lines. They're a very high risk reward thing, and they don't usually pay off very well, but if you can confidently take a high line on the course, you can a lot of times leave someone behind. Seth Rujiraviriyapinyo, team captain this year, and he's just a powerhouse. He was a cross-country runner in high school, so ridiculous amounts of stamina.
Personally, being on the smaller side, I really focus on being quick at getting in and out of a lot of the obstacles that a lot of times if somebody thinks it's a barrier and a wall, but if I can go through it, then that just blows away their preconceptions of what they think is gonna happen. And that really catches people by surprise and gives a huge advantage. Damon was even telling me they added in one of the changes for the course this year is because of one of the ways that I was using one of the obstacles. So excited to see how the changes this year really add to evasion quality.
So we got a couple wild cards this year because we got 3 guys on that we haven't trained with before.
Start with Dario. Picked him because I thought he has a really fast, scrappy style. He's a little bit shorter like me as well, so he's good at getting through those smaller spaces and just kind of being really quick at being both on his feet but also on his hands and feet.
Julius and Bear together, I think they are some of the fastest athletes that I've ever seen.
And I put an AirPod in, and they're like, Bear, are you fast? I was like, yep. And they're like, do you want to be on the team? I was like, yep. They're like, great, next order of business. I feel like I might be the weakest link, but you know, when it comes to the team that beat the 3-time world champions and was runners-up for Worlds last year, you know, the weakest link could still be stronger than everybody else. Since this is my first time versus, you know, Jake and Seth and Davis being there 2 or 3 times each, I definitely have a lot to learn from them, and that is mostly what the meetings are about, is me listening to their knowledge and them trying to instill certain tactics.
It's a little bit of pressure, not gonna lie. I watched last year's World Chase Tag 4, and those guys were killing it. A lot of pressure to fill the shoes of like Seth Wang and like Sid, but after practice today, I feel pretty good about it.
Our team came together because every single person on this team has competed against one another in various speed competitions. Definitely told the new athletes that everybody in this competition after the first day is going to have as much experience as them. Listen to us, but also trust themselves, right? Because at this point, there's more information now than there ever was on World Chase Tag. There's more videos, more people have competed, you can get a lot of information out. So I'm sure all the teams are gonna come mentally ready and very focused. And the teams that are facing us are definitely gunning to beat us right off the bat.
Having the group stages, I think, is really big because it's gonna show who's physically ready. People are gonna get tired. People are going to be going for a while. Teams who have someone watching for metagame and strategy, it's gonna be big because no matter how much you've trained to be spontaneous, your habits are gonna show. And being able to watch other people's matches and try to gather info from that is gonna be huge. But it also takes the pressure off because you don't need to win that first match. You should. You want to win every match, but winning that first match isn't a make or break thing.
Our team is a little bit less worried about the pool play aspect of it, because I think with that in mind, the chases aren't necessarily just who's the best at parkour or who played the best that round. There's a lot of strategy, and that evolves, especially some of these teams who haven't really been on the quad yet. I'm sure their difference between their first match and then like during the pool play and then once they're in the quarterfinal semifinals is going to be a lot better. So I think that we'll really see some teams evolving pretty quickly, whereas sometimes in the past they only got a single chance on the quad.
The noticeable changes that they have made to this quad, I definitely think are going to turn the tide for a lot of the chases, because people who are watching videos and see where a lot of the evasions end, they can't end there anymore. They've added a lot of modifications I definitely think are going to play to a lot of people's strengths. For the first change, the 2 bars that were added to the tilted cube, I definitely think are going to make chasing a lot harder. Last year in World Chase Tag 4, the tilted cube, it was either a make or break. People got tagged in 2 seconds, or you miss completely and the chase goes on. on. But now, with those 2 bars that they added to the tilted cube, the chasing from there is going to be a lot harder.
Played tag in gyms, and it's not the same.
I've played a lot of tag in the past, but this is completely different. It's a huge difference between recreational tag and world chase tag. Even just getting on the court, there's so much more pressure to perform.
To that point, last year, our first match in the bracket was against the 3-time previous champion Borough gang. So we're in a position where it's like, well, we either come in and we are the underdog heroes that come out and beat the champions. Otherwise, nobody expected us to win anyway. So we had nothing to lose.
Any point in the 20 seconds is enough. Dives through, doesn't make it. He does make it, and that is it. Marrero gang, the back-to-back champions, out in the quarterfinals. Huge shot, Colin.
I'm looking at my team getting kicked out in the first round.
As far as proper experience, we have me, Seth, and Jake, who played multiple matches last year. We went all the way to the final and we lost by 1 point. So we were playing against the best teams in the world. Definitely feel like we have something to prove going into this.